Finding the Tome. Focus question. Why are mysteries fun to read? It is Saturday afternoon, Sarah whines. Why are we spending it at the library? I figured this would be the best place to piece together an explanation of why all these weird things have been happening lately, I reply. Learning on a Saturday would be illegal, she retorted. In fact, Quinn, I'm making it illegal as of this moment, and if you pass through those doors, you'll be breaking the law. Stop being so dramatic, I say as I walk up the step with Jack, my little brother bounding behind me. His backpack is crammed with books to return. Inside, the comforting scent of books filled my nostrils as Jack unloads his backpack onto the counter before meandering to the children's section. Sarah and I step up to the counter, and I say to the librarian, "Excuse me, but we need some help exploring local history." "Oh, are you researching a report for school?" she asks as she scans Jack's book. "Something like that," I reply. "Except we were wondering if you have any historical records of strange events happening around town." "You certainly live in the perfect town for that. Since the founding of Porter's Mill, people have experienced many odd occurrences." "You know about this stuff?" Sarah asked. "Only a tidbit or two, but we have some excellent reference material that might help." The librarian gestured for us to follow her to a table on the opposite side of the building. Large old leather-bound books lined the shelves surrounding us. "I don't think I could even lift some of these massive books," Sarah whispers. The librarian saunters over and starts running her finger down one shelf. She paused at an empty space and makes an annoying face. "It appears that the tome I'm searching for is missing. These books aren't allowed of the permits, so I can't imagine who would have taken it." It seems as though she's talking to herself now. Perhaps Miss Himmel moved it to the attic as part of the recognition. It certainly wouldn't be a very popular read. The librarian returns to us and says, "Sorry, dears, but I believe Mr. Himmel, the head librarian, has placed the book somewhere. Unfortunately, he's on vacation for the next 2 weeks. If you'd like to return then, I'm sure he could assist you." With that, she stole back to a desk to assist someone else. "Looks like our visit to a library was pointless," Sarah says as she stands up to leave. "You heard her about the book possibly being in the attic," I say. "We should investigate up there." Sarah assesses. The doorway behind the librarian's desk, narrow stairs lead upward, but suspended on a rope in front of them is a sign that says, "Authorized personnel only." Sarah shoots me her. "This is a bad idea, Claire. Things are getting weirder around here, and I see no sign of them letting up. It's time to be proactive and start figuring things out for ourselves," I snap. Okay, Sarah says, surrendering. "What do you suggest?" "We need Jack to distract the librarian while we sneak upstairs." Side-tracking the librarian proves easier than we thought. Jack, who has never suffered a shortage of questions, keep her attention long enough for us to sneak up the stairs. The stairwell is longer and steeper than expected, curving around the outside of the building. After ascending for some time, we emerge into a long, musty room. At the far end, a small round window allows in the afternoon light. It's gloomy and dusty, but we can see row after row of books and old shelves. Compared to where we've been recently, this might as well be the playground at midday, Sarah says, and I have to agree. Thinking about the hollow and cave of the lost, the room almost seems comfortable, practically cozy. "Come on," I say. "The book must be up there somewhere. scan the titles for anything that looks promising. Sarah's take one side and the other, working our way down the shelf. None of the titles seemed as though they would contain anything helpful. We're just about to the end of shelf when we hear it. Footsteps on the stairs. We have no good place to hide, so we quickly cross the room and press ourselves into the dark space behind the open door. We wait as the footsteps grow louder. They sound too soft and tentative to be made by an adult. For a moment I wonder if Jake has followed us. Looking through the cracks where the door hangs on a hinge, we watch. The footsteps reach the landing at the top of the stairs and suddenly stop. No one steps inside, but we can hear shallow breathing. Sarah pressed closer to the crack, trying to catch a glimpse of whoever is on the landing. When she presses against the door, it moves with a creak that sounds like an explosion in the silence. We hold our breath and wait for whoever it is to pull back the door and catch us. It doesn't happen, and after some time he moves out from behind the door. No one stands on the landing, even though we never heard anyone go back down or enter the room. I carefully go down the steps to the first bench and peer around the corner. Nothing. A loud thump explodes upstairs, so I quickly climb back up to find Sarah, terrified, staring at a large book on the floor. "I don't know what happened," she says. "I was waiting for you, and I just heard it fall." I pick up the heavy book and explain the title, Porter's Mill, a history by John Porter III. Small text filled the yellowing pages, broken up in a few places by drawings. Someone tore out a few pages here and there, but it looked as though it would provide a lot of information. Suddenly, we heard the thunderstone sounds of many feet rushing up the stair. I hold the book to my chest as the noise grows. I can hear something like children's laughter, but it's hard to tell. Sarah and I look at each other and then close our eyes, bracing for whatever is about to happen. The door slams shut, startling us, and then everything falls silent. We look around, but we are alone in the room, and after a few moments we are able to move again. "What's going on?" Sarah asked. "I'm so tired of all this." "I am too, but maybe this book will help," I say, trying to soothe her. "Let's get out of here." Sarah nods, and we cautiously make our way back down the stairs, where the library
Good job!